Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Tammy here. I hope you are having an amazing day. I hope you're staying warm. We are in the middle of the big Texas deep freeze right now. We have literally been in the house since Saturday. Oh my goodness, it's Monday today. So it is a work from home day today. We had ice. We had a little bit of snow, but we had mostly sleet and freezing rain. So we've got nice big sheets of ice on everything. I got up this morning and it was it 15 and it felt like 5. We don't get that cold here. We're not made for it. If I remember, I'll add a little bit of video right here. It's actually, the sun is out. So even though I think we're only I think we're 25, hoping that it melts some of this off. I think they've already declared a work from home day tomorrow. But yeah, I'm about ready to get out of the house. So I hope if it is cold and the temperatures are bad where you are, that you are staying warm. We always have to worry about power outages and all that stuff. So thankfully, everything has stayed on, knock on wood. That's gonna make a dog bark. But yeah, so hopefully you're safe, you're warm, you're healthy, everything's going good for you. I actually have had a few little thrift items. I've not been thrifting the way that I used to. If you've been here a while, you know that I used to thrift and do thrift hauls all the time. And I just haven't. And I've just been really frustrated with the thrift stores and their prices. There have been things that I can walk into a thrift store and it is the same price or higher than where I could go to a normal store. You know, I could go to Ross or Home Goods or somewhere and get it for around the same price. This is not a huge haul, but it's not just 1 or 2 items either, and it's collective. This has been probably over several months, and one trip I think is mostly Goodwill. We did open a new Goodwill store literally 5 minutes from my house, so if I have time, I do pop in down there and I might find a piece or two. I think a couple of things may be from Thrift Giant. So I hit the one in the Colony. But if you didn't watch my last video, we went shopping and we redecorated my fireplace mantle. The front of it, my fireplace mantle goes in an L. So we still have to come back and decorate the side and the hearth, and we're going to be doing that together. I also want to decorate this space right here. This is where my Christmas tree was. If I remember, I'll try to put a picture of what my tree looked like. I didn't do a ton of decorating this year for Christmas, but I like what it did. So once Christmas was coming to an end, I was ready to start working on my fireplace. So I've got the front done, need to do the side, need to do the bottom. I think some of these things here are definitely going to work for that. So I can't wait to share that with you. But this space right here, this is a door. It is a working door, but we don't use it. So it's fine to put something in front of it. It is just kind of a bare corner. Now my door to my backyard is right here, so it opens this way. So I don't know that I want to put like a chair or something right here. I think I want to get maybe a tree, you know, maybe a faux tree or a big faux plant, or maybe a plant and maybe a one of those tall standing light fixtures. I would love to find something vintage. So I don't know. I'll have to show you this. And then also I did a little decorating above my above my TV and above I built from Temu my TV stand. So if you didn't see that, I'll try to link that video down below or at the end. Bought it and built it myself. I am loving it. I got some little cubby holes that I need to kind of clear out, and things have got a little cluttered over the last couple of days. But let's get into this thrift haul. So some things may have prices, some things may not. If you don't know, I love vintage. I love 60s, 70s, 80s style stuff. So I love that kind of thing. So sometimes you'll see some vintage things. I'm still trying to find my groove on how I want my house decorated. Right now I've got leather burgundy couches. I love them. They look great, but it's getting about time to replace them. So I'm hoping later this year. Right now I'm going to pay down debt. So I'm hoping later this year that we're going to go do some shopping for some new living room furniture. Yeah, so we'll address that later. You came here for a thrift haul, right? Let's go. So this is home decor. So I did pick up a few little clothing pieces. One of them's in the wash, or it will be washed. I haven't washed any clothes since the temperature's been so low. but if we get to 30, I think I'll go ahead and start a load. And I think I left out 1 or 2 little pieces, so I think I'll probably have to stop here before the end and go get them. But I'll probably do a short and show you just the clothing pieces, because it's not a lot. And I haven't been, like I said, prices have been too high. So I've not really been happy in the thrift stores where I've wanted to go in and, you know, work on, you know, spring wardrobe or anything like that. So some places still do sales, some don't. So it is what it is. But here I have some really cool stuff. So I'm going to reach and lean, so forgive me, but let me show you these. Telling you I like the vintage stuff. That's what these are. Now, in my kitchen is really small, and you walk into my kitchen. First thing, you walk into my kitchen. So I've got space over my stove, and I think these will look really, really cute. Now, I did look them up. They do have a name on the back, and I have since forgot what it was. But it's down here at the bottom. These were, they say these were really popular in the late 80s and through the 90s, and they are little resin pieces. These were in a bag, like one of the bags where they have everything together, and I think they were $2.99. So they're just little resin pieces. Go back so you can see it. So we've got, I love, oh, I do have something else. Oh no, it's in here, I think. I love the crock, right? So you'll see that. That just reminds me of the crock stuff. These look like mushrooms, but they're not. Isn't it cute? Okay, so there's 3 pieces. So there's that one, and then there's this one. So the maker of this, and these need to be scrubbed really good. Like I said, I don't remember, but they were the largest American resin home decor factory in the United States. And this was their country collection. Y'all remember 80s and 90s, like the country kind of look was kind of popular back then. I love this one, isn't it cute? You see the detail is actually pretty cool, right? So these were sold individually, but they all coordinated as a set really well. And I looked up one of these. Now, if I was to sell or to buy online from, you know, somewhere, one of these now, they could range anywhere from, you know, like $6 to $15, but a set like this online is selling for about $50. I'm not a reseller, but I love to look up and see how much things cost. So this is the back, and I don't know if you can read it, but way down here at the bottom is actually, I don't think you can see, that's the name, and I don't remember. I'll try to look it up just so I can tell you, but I like them, and so that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to just put them over my stove. So if I get a chance to put them up there and take a picture, I'll add it in. If not, I'll show you in another video. So also in my kitchen, I have farm animals. My grandkids love it. I love it. It's a small little kitchen. Mostly I have like white enamel with black kind of decor all throughout. And I found this, and I know this goes to one of those weather things, anyway, so it's just one piece of it, but I like it, and I'm going to hang it up for decor. So it is this iron rooster, right? So he used to go on one of those is it a weather vane that had the north and the south? So for some reason, they only had just the chicken, and it's a little sticky, so he needs to be cleaned up. But like I said, everything needs to be clean. So I think this is going to look pretty cool. I've got this room, the ceiling vaults up this way, and in front of this room is where you walk in and you walk into the kitchen. So I've got a wall that comes down, and I've got this like open space in the kitchen and in the living room to decorate right there. So I think this is going to look pretty cool right there. This was $4.99 blue. So I got that. I don't remember if anything was on sale or not. Like I said, they've kind of slowed down on the sales. And I picked this up. Now we're talking about decorating here, mostly in my living room, on my fireplace hearth, on the side of my fireplace. I also have a leaning shelf that I want to clear off and redecorate. I want to put some more shelves up around this room and decorate. So I thought this would be kind of cool. But anyway, I picked this up. I feel like somebody was redecorating their home, and I found their pieces they donated. So I don't know where this is from. It's got a couple of stickers on the bottom, but it's just a metal fan. but I like it. This also would look good like on a work desk, like in an office or something. So I'm not certain what I'm going to do with it, but it was it $4.99 too? Yeah, it was for $4.99. I couldn't leave it in there. I kind of like it. I've got, as you see, kind of some country kind of western kind of artwork in here. So I thought it actually kind of would go. So anyway, so I got this piece. And then I picked up, I have a lot of artwork, and I change it out a lot, but I'm gonna have to learn how to store it. So I really try to stop looking at it unless something really, really catches my eye. And I think I'm gonna put this in my bedroom. This originally was from Hobby Lobby for $17.99, and I got it for $5.99, and it is this. It is well with my soul, and it has a weathered look to it. I don't know if anybody ever used it because they didn't actually take off these things for the, you know, to hang it. So I got this. In my bedroom is currently the comforter that I've had in there that I've shared with y'all before, is a white and gray gingham. So it kind of matches that, and I can actually probably sit this on top of the headboard, underneath the artwork that I have, or above the bathroom door. So I got this. So I like it. I thought it was pretty. And for $5.99, right? Let me set this down. I have been cooking more. No, sir. Cranberry grape juice. I've cooked so much since we've been home. Stuck in the house because there's no other option. Oh, because... And Nick is like, is DoorDash working today? That's his favorite thing. Anybody ever wants to buy Nick a gift, get him a DoorDash gift card. But, yeah. But, I mean, words. I've just not been in the mood to cook lately, so we have done a lot of DoorDash and eating out and picking up. So maybe this will help us reset, you know? So, okay, now I did pick up a couple pillows. I have laundered them, but this one fell on the floor. Now it's got dog hair on it. I vacuum and sweep and mop multiple times a day because I have German shutters. But I picked this pillow up. I don't know where it's from, but it does, the cover zips off, and so I can have just the insert. But this matches the color in this room really well. So it's just a khaki color, and this is all stitched and embroidery, and it's got cute little faux flowers on it, little birds. This matches with the other colors I have in this room, the burgundy couches. I thought that was really cute. I like it. And then I picked up a pair of pillows, and I looked these up. These came originally from Burlington. So it's a two-sided pillow, and I got it for this side because I kind of figured I have some pillows that are this color, and so I kind of figured that works well together. It's got this cute little piece right here. These, when I just did a Google Lens search, it said these were like $13 each from Burlington. Now this is two-sided, so I feel like maybe it was supposed to be an outdoor pillow, but I like it like this on my couches. But we are redoing our outside, our backyard. We've redone the whole fence. And then we've started building like an outdoor kitchen. We're slowly working on it. We have tore down the shed that we had out there that was falling apart, and I have bins out there that were in storage that I now have to go through and get rid of stuff. So it got cold and froze before I got a chance to even go through any of that stuff. But since these feel like they could be indoor outdoor pillows, and because of the other side, I can use them outside when we get to that point. But we got a leaf pattern, which actually I don't think is bad. And if you watched that fireplace or the mantle decorate with me, I've got some green stems, so it actually kind of ties in, and I really don't think it looks bad on the burgundy couch, but more for a spring and summer look. These were clean, but my grandkids came over, and so now I'm seeing little handprints on them, so I have to throw them in the wash bin. But I like these, and I don't remember the price, but I know they weren't very much, or else I wouldn't have gotten them. And apparently these I did get from Thrift Giant. Somebody donated a ton of pillows, because there was 2 other ladies back there and their carts were full of throw pillows. So check your thrift stores if you're not looking for throw pillows. This one doesn't unzip, but the other one does. So that's perfect, because if I don't like that anymore, I can just pull the insert out and use it and buy another pillow cover. So I got that. So now I've got bags. I'm going to have to rattle papers, so bear with me. A lot of these things you're going to see are things that I think I may use on my fireplace. If not, I'm going to use them somewhere else. And again, this could be used outside as well. So it is just this galvanized lantern. And look, this came from the At Home store, which reminds me, I was at the At Home store, I think it was last year, and they had marked down all of their Christmas. They did it early this year. Last year they did not mark down their Christmas to 90% off or whatever it was until February. Because I think I have a video back then. So, and I was on this aisle, this lady was on the aisle. So if you go into the At Home store, they have the next season usually at the top on the shelves. And then when those shelves clear, they just start bringing them down. So I was looking at the Christmas, and this lady apparently thought that all of these were Christmas because she was snatching all of them up. But anyway, that just made me think of this when I seen the At Home store. But I thought this is really cute, right? So I can put stems in here. I could put a, one of the battery operated flameless candles in here. I can, so I thought this is kind of cute. I like the whole galvanized look. I think it'll look good over there on the bottom, or it'll be really cute when we have the whole outside set up, right? Cute, cute. And this was, did I tell you, there's not a sticker on it. There's not a sticker on this. But I think this was $4.99. Also, I think that was the price of the day. So, there is that. So anything else in this bag? Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so, I've told y'all before that when I was doing my fireplace mantle, I don't have black candlestick holders. So I was looking for some when I went shopping at Ross, and I never found any. And so when I went to Goodwill, now this particular Goodwill trip, I had went to Ross again. I may have an intro still, so you may have seen it, you may not. But yeah, I went to Ross, and I'm like, let's go look for the rest of the fireplace stuff. And the first time I went to Ross, I found a ton of stuff. And this last time I didn't. So that's my luck with my Ross right here next to me. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. So I didn't find anything. So that's when I'm like, you know what? I have time. I have time today. Let's just drive down to that Goodwill. Something was telling me to go there. Whew, and I'm glad I did, because I did find several things. So, and being 2 black iron candlestick holders, and I believe they were both the same price. Yeah, they were both $4.99, even though they're different sizes. Look at this. Isn't this great? Right? I don't know where they're from. They are heavy. These are heavy. I love this. Whether I do it on the fireplace mantle, I do it down at the bottom. I think that might look cute too, or somewhere else. I love these. They're so heavy. Now, I was thinking of putting them in front of that mirror that I put up. And if you hadn't seen that video, you gotta go watch that video. But I think I like what I have there now. So these may go somewhere else. So we'll revisit that, but I love these. Aren't they pretty? Love those. $5 a piece, right? Okay, let's see. That's that one. All right. I left this stuff in the bag because I didn't want to forget anything. Okay, I have, what else? Y'all, one of my very first videos, I was doing a haul, and I had went to Home Goods, and it was during Christmas time, and I bought some Christmas mugs. They were so cute. They had red cardinals on them, and I bought 2. And I had the bag, and I just set the bag on the ground because we had ceramic tile floors there as well. And I didn't drop it. I just set the bag down. It cracked. So I'm trying not to set stuff down. So sorry for the rattling. Okay, I have a cross wall, and so I like random crosses. I want them all to be different, but kind of coordinate. So I found this, I liked it, I picked it up. This was $3.99. It has just kind of that weathered look, but I thought that was really pretty. And Nick's up trying to do laundry. Okay, I've told y'all I love like the crock, the what do you call it? A drew blank. Anyway, I like this. I've got a couple of pieces that have this on it. My mother had a very large crock pitcher that I wish she still had. I don't know where it went, but I would love it. I have a small one. You'll see it when we go do the rest of the fireplace. But I found this. I don't know what it was originally used for, but I love it. I'm thinking about putting it in my kitchen, maybe next to my stove, and putting, you know, some things in, or on my sink, and maybe putting my soap, you know, in and stuff. But I love this. I love this crock that has this blue stripe on it. It just, like I said, reminds me of my childhood. My mom had a big pitcher. That was our tea pitcher. And this was only $3.99. I've not seen, like I said, I don't know. If you know what this was used for, tell me. But like I said, I'm thinking I can sit it next to my sink. I'll set my hand soap in it, maybe my scrubby, or I'll sit it next to the stove. Maybe I'll set, you know, my oil spray bottle in it, or I don't know. But I think it can go anywhere. But I like it, so I got that. Okay, I picked this up, this clear glass vase, and it's got the rope around the top. I like that look. This was $4.99. I just thought this would look really great with just a single stem of maybe greenery or something in it. I love this. I think this will look good on my fireplace mantle on the side. So I like that. It's not often I see some sort of vase that I like, so I like that whole look. So yeah, so I like that. Okay, and then I found this. So what do they call this? Fleur de lis. So it has that weathered look. And I'm not thinking the fireplace mantle for this. I'm thinking more maybe my leaning shelf. But this was $3.99. So for that price, I couldn't leave it on the shelf. This looks like it may be from Hobby Lobby. I don't know. But I thought that was really pretty. I mean, it may match up there. I don't know. But I was getting things thinking, okay, let's start redecorating. You know, it's after Christmas, before spring. So I just need, and I've got my TV stand that I can decorate. I've got the shelf over here, and then also the other rooms of the house. So just picking up decorative pieces. So there's that. That's my juice. All right, next over here, the dot. Don't knock my stuff over, Thor. I took my parents, I can't remember the name of it, I'll try to remember it and put it on the screen or put it down below. I seen this place on TikTok, and it is a antique mall, and it's in Roy City. Is there anything that says the name? I don't know. So I took my parents there. So I usually go over to my parents' house on Fridays or Saturdays, and I'm like, we're going to Roy City. I did think it was a little bigger than what it actually was. It's the perfect size. It's not so huge that you can't see everything. So we went through it. I found some things. So I wanted to share these with you. Their prices were great. It was the cutest place. They had the Scooby-Doo van out front. So that's how you know you found it. And it was in like a barn, like a metal barn. And it was right off the highway. So if you're in the DFW area, you go east, it's right off the highway. I think it was about a 40-minute drive from my parents' house. So I found some really cute stuff. So like I said, I have in mind the hutch that I would really like and how I would like to decorate it. But in the meantime, I've got this leaning shelf. So I'm still thinking vintagey glassware pieces. And I love, one of the things I adore is the old advertisements. I think those are really, really cool. And I think when you have vintage or antique pieces and you can find some sort of advertisement, I think that kind of ties it all in. So I found this. It's a GE food freezer. It's like the booklet you get, the instruction manual. So I have to show that. So look at the artwork on there. Look at her. She's got her ice cream and frozen peas and orange juice. It looks like she's got butter over here. Look at her skirt and her apron. Look, and just the font that they used. So it says, better living with your General Electric food freezer. How to prepare, package, freeze, and thaw frozen foods. And it was $2 from General Electric. I tried finding a date in here and I couldn't find anything that had a date on it. But I mean, look at the, you know, I love it. I'm like, you may think it's silly, but you know, look at the pictures. Right? So I think it's just going to look cool for decorative purposes, just sitting it up on a shelf. So it was $2, right? So I couldn't pass it up. They also had like some boxes, like food boxes of stuff, like an old Velveeta food box. So they had some cool stuff, but I like that. So I got a couple more pieces from there. I got a set, and I think this is part of it. Yes, okay. So I got a set. This looks very 80s. I didn't Google this. I should have. But this is the sugar bowl. This was, it says Pfaltzgraff, salt and pepper, and sugar bowl. And it was $3 for all the pieces. So this is Pfaltzgraff. Look at that. I have a little creamer pitcher I thought was the same, but it's white instead of this cream color. So it's in perfect. There's like nothing wrong with it. Isn't it cute? I thought that was adorably cute. I love all the details. And then I've got the salt and pepper shaker to go with it. Where are they? These are so cute. And everything needs to have a good scrub, but aren't those cute? I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to know which one's which, because, oh no, one has 3, one has 4. Okay. Isn't that cute? Just adorable. They do have the little stoppers in them. So $3 for all 3 pieces. I guess 4 if you count the lid. And then I have none of these. And I thought these were so pretty. And I think they'll be pretty just set out so that you can see them. But I also see people use them in different ways. Let me show them to you first. So these were $2 a piece. And this is transferware, right? Is that what they call it? Isn't that pretty? Look at that picture. And it's on both sides. And I got 2. So I thought they would be really pretty, just stacked and set out. But I also see people that use them, like if you've got those big clear glass jars that you use for your sugar, they use these to scoop out like the flour and the sugar. But $2 a piece. I wish they had the saucers to go with it, but they just had the little coffee cups. I thought those were so pretty. I love that. So I would love to find more of this, but you know, I also think it's fun to have different pieces, right? So, okay, editing Tammy here. I realized there's a piece or two I forgot to show you. So one is this toilet paper holder. So this was for the magic price of $4.99. Apparently that was the price of the day. I have been looking for one of these. I need one in my bathroom. And, you know, I just see the ones that just have the pole and the holder. And this one has this whole basket down here to stack more toilet paper in here, or whatever you want to put in there. That's what I'm going to do with it. And they've been like $8.99 and $10.99, $9.99. And I feel like I can get it about that price at Ross already. So I found this one. I got a puppy dog over there. Don't mind him. So I found this one for $4.99. It's just that bronzy color. So I'm probably going to spray paint it black. But $4.99 I thought was a really great price. So I wanted to share that with you. Okay, and then I found this mug. Y'all know me, and I can't pass up a good mug. I seen this on the shelf. I'm like, that is so cute. I love the green and the white flowers. I'm like, that is such a cute springy mug. It is adorable. It looked perfect. So I picked it up, and I didn't even realize till I got it home. Yo, it's a Starbucks mug. Can you believe that? Didn't even know. I think it's got the date on there somewhere. But isn't that adorable? Yep. Okay, so now back to the video. Okay, we are almost done. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. If you've made it this far, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead, hit that subscription button, and leave me a comment down below. I love to chit chat with you guys. And if you like videos like this, I have a whole playlist of thrift hauls, clearance hauls, all kinds of stuff. So just 2 more things. I found this back before Christmas. I think I'm going to try leaving it out and decorating it with it for different seasons. It was a charity thrift store, and I just never knew anything about it. I was in a different part of town that I'm never in. I had to picnic up, and I found it. I googled thrift store, I found it, and I've got to go back over there. It was really cool. There was an antique mall right next to it. The prices were really great, and so I found this metal truck. It's got decorations in the back, but I found this metal truck, and it was, I think, $6. Sorry, the dogs are barking. Nick. So I have just these little, since it is winter, I have these little winter, like they look like snow-covered balls, and there's still a couple little trees in there. So I'm thinking, I've got that open space in the bottom of my TV stand. So I'm thinking I can just leave this there, and then I can decorate the truck for different seasons. Like maybe I could put some flowers in it. I could put some bunnies in it. My dog's over here in the way, but I thought this might be for $7, and it's all metal. Yeah, there it is, $7. So I thought it was super cute. So I picked that up from there, and I picked this up. My last thing, I haven't picked one of these up in a long time, and this one was in such good condition. It was $4.99, so it was this decanter. Now I don't drink, so you're like, Tammy, why are you picking up a decanter? Think outside your box when you're thrifting. You can use this. Look how nice this is. Right? This, I believe, actually came from the Target Dollar Spot. When did the Target Dollar Spot have these? Because I should have bought them then. I basically paid the same price. This was $4. I think it says $5. So I got it for $1 cheaper. But anyway, I mean, it's really good quality. This hardly comes off. But think outside your box, right? Now I have one in my master bathroom. It doesn't suction like that. It just has the piece that fits into it. And I have bubble bath in there. So you could put these in your bathroom. You could put bubble bath salts in your laundry room. If you want, you can get these for your laundry room if you've got a really nice shelf or table. And you could put your scent beads in there or your fabric softener. I've seen people put them in their kitchen and put their olive oil or their avocado oil. If you want to flavor it and you want to put some rosemary down in there or some peppers and flavor it and just have it. I mean, there's so many things you can do for this. You could use it for your alcohol if you're having a brunch and you want to put a specialty. Maybe you do a fresh pressed juice, you want to put it in there. You can use it for so many things. So I just thought it was so pretty. It was in such good condition, and it's a Target find. But you can find these a lot, so think outside your box and stuff like that. So I think that's it. So thank you so much for spending this time with me, like I said. I hope you enjoyed this thrift haul. I'm going to come back. If you see me in the same sweatshirt, it's because I ain't got nothing else to do but be inside. So we're gonna work now on this fireplace. So we're gonna get it ready to go. I have a few more things out that I'm gonna share with you. Probably gonna have to do some more shopping when it's not frozen outside and add a few more pieces, but come back for that video. And thank you again. So remember to thank God for today, because it truly is a gift. And I will see you guys in the video. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.